Have you ever wondered what makes running a full marathon so tough and difficult? I learned the hard way while prepping for mine, and today I would like to take you through the journey and challenges. I started the journey with one specific goal: to cross that finish line. But the most important lessons were the ones I learned along the way, and that changed everything. But firstly, let's rewind to when this whole journey started. My first real attempt at running was on April 11th, which was almost half a year ago now. Quite after that, a week later, on April 18th, I posted a YouTube video explaining my new workout routine, which included running as a fresh challenge.
Hello guys, welcome to the new video. Now I'm gonna go for a run. I hadn't ran in such a long time, and I always thought I hated running, but actually yesterday I really liked it and I really want to do it again.
I didn't have any specific goal with running. I just wanted to incorporate it in my workout routine and see if it could become a part of my life. In those early days, I started slowly, running once or twice a week, not very consistently. I ran on an uneven terrain. The terrain was pretty hilly, and with no real experience, no proper running shoes, I wore sneakers and no gear. But I really liked running, so I wanted to continue. My average pace was around 5.4 minutes per kilometer, but it felt like a big struggle. I remember my second run vividly. It was a 10K, and I remember that I had to stop twice because I was so exhausted.
I'm not running!
And that was the moment I realized that how far I had to go and that I'm very bad at this. That pushed me to get better. By the end of April, I bought my first pair of running shoes, Nike React X. Excited to test them out, I immediately went for a run that same day. That run was unforgettable. I managed to do 15 kilometers with struggle, but compared to what I was running before, it felt like a big achievement. I was so happy, and that was the first time I felt the runner's high. It was an incredible feeling, but reality hit me afterward. I had to take nearly a 2-week break from running because I had such a bad blister on my foot. A classic beginner mistake. After that initial setback, I was determined to improve. The first month was challenging, mostly for my hips, back, knees, joints, since I was still pretty heavy, weighing around 97 kilograms. My main goal alongside running was to lose fat, lose some body weight, so I could be fitter, have a better endurance and performance, and run faster. As the summer approached, I started a 30 days running challenge, and that was such a big game changer for me. I was enjoying the freedom of running in beautiful locations such as Slovenia, Croatia, Alps, Italy, Slovakia, here in Tatras, and that made challenge more interesting and much more rewarding, and I made memories for life. And if you ask, isn't it too much to run every day? Yes, it is, of course. Probably isn't optimal, right? But if you love something and you have drive, you push through and you really don't care about if you are exhausted, tired. You just really go every day because you love it. And it's a challenge. Challenge is a challenge. So that's how I took it. After the challenge, I knew I had to come up with some plan for that marathon. I aimed to run 3 to 4 times a week, including short runs, longer runs, some speed work, sometimes tempo work, and I scheduled my runs around my work commitments. Typically, I would run before work in the mornings, on Mondays, Wednesdays, weekends, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the evening, I ran with our running club. As the race day approached, I realized that the real work was just beginning. My endurance base wasn't large, and I had only run a 21 kilometers before, which is half marathon, and my goal was to do twice as much. And right after that run, maybe a few days after that, there was a 3 days festival happening here in Bratislava, Love Story Festival, which was amazing. But that was a setback that stopped my progress for sure, or slowed down my progress. I was recovering from that festival for a full week, but it was worth it. However, after some time, I started to see some improvements in my endurance, my performance, and running techniques, so that motivated me to keep going. To stay fit, I also incorporated swimming, hiking, biking, HIIT workouts in the gym, and recovery became a priority as well, which included mobility sessions, sauna sessions, massages, meditation, stretches, and of course a proper nutrition. I knew that fueling my body correctly was essential for my performance and recovery. Before the marathon, I decided to participate in a couple of races to prepare myself. The first one was a 10K race, Telecom Night Run Dono Valley, and I was so overwhelmed and stressed. I had such bad cramps in my gut during the whole race, but surprisingly I ended up with a new PR, which was 52 minutes, which I was really happy about. Second race was organized by my friend, and it was a 13 kilometers, and I managed to finish with a 6th place with an average pace of 4:47. That was such an incredible feeling. I had never run that fast before, and I felt like a winner. That was amazing. This race boosted my confidence immensely and helped me to believe in my ability to tackle the marathon. On race day, I approached the marathon with a strategy. I started slowly with an average pace 5.4 to maintain my energy. First 21 kilometers went smooth, pretty easy. I felt incredible. I was focused, I was in my zone. And after 25th kilometer, I encountered a challenge. My left shoe was getting loose, but I couldn't feel my fingers, so I couldn't tie it. So I had to ask some guy to help me to tie it. So that slowed me down for about 2 minutes, I think. But after that, another, 10, 12 kilometers, it felt pretty easy and amazing. I was in a zone, focused, and after that 25th kilometer, I was just on autopilot mode. But the final stretch was hard. I was running low on energy, out of fuel, feeling faint, and every kilometer seemed to drag on. It became a mental battle as I pushed myself to keep going. The last kilometers, the last 5 kilometers, they were so hard, but somehow I found the energy, and that boosted me, and I was able to cross that finish line with a, for me, amazing time, 3:47. My goal was to run it under 4, and I was expecting to run it 3:50 something or right below the 4 hours, and I was so happy. My average pace was 5.3, which was such an incredible result for me. I was so happy. Right after the race, I hugged everyone. The whole moment was so emotional and I felt amazing. At that moment, I couldn't describe what I was feeling. It was amazing. Like when you know that feeling when you achieve something great and when you achieve the goal that you've been working for so long, training for so long, the moment is so worth it. And that moment you're starting to realize and you are going through every moment of the prep, of the training in your head, and you are so happy. Few days after marathon, those days weren't that challenging as I expected. Of course, I experienced low energy levels, the recovery wasn't the best, and I couldn't walk on my right foot because my fascia, the bottom of my foot, was so damaged, so I mainly used my left one. But after a week, I finally recovered. I took a week off from running, and after a week, on Thursday I think, I finally went for a run and I sprained my ankle now on the left leg, which has put me back to recovery mode. This experience has taught me a lot, and if I could share you guys a few tips based on my journey, my experience, here they are. First, focus on yourself. Don't compare to others. Especially don't compare your progress to the best athletes in the world. Stay true to your abilities and know that everyone's journey is unique as yours. Second, train with fuel. Practice your fueling during your workouts, during your trainings, runs, to ensure that you are not going to end up with gut cramps and stomach cramps and digestive issues on race day. Bring your preferred nutrition on race days to ensure that your gut can handle it. 3. Tie your shoes before the race properly and prevent mishaps like I experienced. Make sure that your shoes are secure. 4. Have support. Having someone waiting for you at the finish line can provide you motivation and assistance if needed. And 5. Enjoy the journey. Remember, no one is forcing you to do this. It's your own journey. Embrace the tough times, the whole experience, and most importantly, enjoy it. Running a marathon is about so much more than just crossing the finish line and getting the medal. It's a journey of personal growth, resilience, and self-discovery. So I hope that my experiences and lessons learned can inspire you on your own journey to the finish line. So this would be all for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.